It's just over a week ago that the Clipper race fleet left the beautiful surroundings of Airlie Beach in North Queensland, Australia, to begin the 4,300 nautical mile journey to Da Nang, Vietnam. The start of the Da Nang New Discovery of Asia race marked the end of the road for many Clipper race crew, who waved their teammates off to continue the journey they'd started back in London in August 2015. For those who'd been on board for Race 1 to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, they knew exactly the sort of conditions that lay in wait for the fleet. After the Le Mans start 100 miles off the coast to avoid the coral reefs, it wasn't long before the Solomon Sea doldrums had the fleet in their grasp. Something the skippers and crew were anticipating, but not looking forward to, as skipper Olivier Cardin, whose team is leading the overall Clipper race so far, explains.
For me, the challenge at the beginning is it's quite steady with southeast wind, so going to the doldrum. So there's only the doldrum is the worst part. You know, it's risky. It's quite a lottery with some squall, and so you can lose 10 miles quite easily in some hour by missing a cloud or being on the wrong side of the cloud.
There are many challenges to living on board a 70-foot racing yacht with up to 23 other people, and none more so than taking on the role of mother. Keeled over at a 40-degree angle, trying to boil a pot of potatoes and feed a hungry crew of sailors tests even the professionals, as PSP Logistics crew member and professional chef Paul Wrightson can attest.
There's a vast difference. There's a big difference between working in a restaurant kitchen to a galley on a yacht. For one of the biggest differences that you're more than likely going to be cooking for 4 hours straight at least 45-degree angle, pounding through waves or surfing down them, which can form a difficulty chopping onions with a sharp knife.
As the saying goes, food is fuel and essential to help the crew power through tiredness, especially when there are points up for grabs. This week, after dealing with temperatures to over 40 degrees Celsius and squall attacks, the fleet finally began to emerge from the doldrums, and it was Great Britain that led the charge to the scoring gate. At 16:42 UTC on the 25th of January, it was the first team to cross the line, picking up 3 bonus points as a reward. Derry London Derry Dera followed almost an hour later for 2 points, with Qingdao collecting the final point on offer by being third through the gate. As the teams cross the equator for the second time in this race, the next landmark will be reaching the 20,000 nautical miles travelled since race start in August. From there, they'll be aiming to pick up the northeasterly trade winds, which they hope will propel them towards Da Nang, where a warm and friendly Vietnamese welcome lies in wait.